We are back at the 207 kitchen here at Main Studios. I'm joined by Hannaford Chef Dorene Mills. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, we're having a one-pot recipe kind of day. And what are we making today?
We are gonna make my family's favorite winter soup. This is a sausage and kale soup, and they just love it. They smelled it cooking while I was prepping for this, and they're so excited. And I'm like, it's not for you. No,
it's for us. It's
exactly.
For us today.
Exactly.
Right, where do you want to start?
So, with the recipe, what I have going already in the pot is I've browned my Italian sausage, I've added my garlic and the onions in it, and really let the onions become translucent. Everything's kind of marrying together.
Smells so good.
I know, I love it already. So what I'll have you do is continue stirring.
All right.
And we're gonna add in our tomato paste.
Okay.
And that actually adds a nice, it doesn't overly make the soup a tomato soup, it just adds a nice kind of base to it, base taste. And then I'm going to add in my stock. So chicken stock, you can actually use beef stock too if you want a heartier flavor.
Okay. Is that the difference between the two, really?
I would think like the beef is just a more richer, robust flavor.
Okay.
You can do a blend of both. Whatever you have on hand, vegetable broth, it's not picky. And then adding in extra water as well.
All right.
So now while our liquids are still somewhat cold, we're gonna go ahead and add our potatoes in.
All right.
So the recipe I'm sharing with you today, the recipe calls for arboreal rice, but I'm subbing in potatoes because my family loves the potato aspect, it's heartier. And I just cut it into nice thick slabs like this. So that way they don't cook down and become complete mush within the soup. It really holds up well.
All right.
So while you finish cutting those up, I'm gonna go ahead and add the kale. And the kale, again, adds just a really heartiness to the soup. Plus you're getting some good vegetables, especially this time of year, some nice leafy greens.
Yeah. Do you want me to add these potatoes?
Yes, please.
That we have? Okay.
Right in the pot.
Those in too.
And we'll stir it all together. The kale does cook down, so don't be afraid if you don't see a lot, like if it seems like too many ingredients to soup or to broth, it does cook down. And you're gonna let this simmer till the potatoes are about fork tender, so a nice 10 minutes on a low simmer. And then you just spoon it in your bowls. We can throw some.
Here we have some bowls here.
Ooh, wonderful. Yes, I set them right there.
Just see if this works here.
No problem.
To the side too.
And just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese right on top, and you enjoy it nice and hot for a nice cold, especially these snowy days, a nice weeknight dinner.
I'm gonna add a little more cheese just because why not? And then I know too that we have some garlic bread over there too, so you can pair this nicely with.
Exactly, get a chunk of garlic bread, dip it right in, any type of fresh bread. So just that warm, home-cooked, hearty meal that you want this time of year.
And you were saying your family really,
love it.
Why do they love it so much?
Yes.
What do you think it is about it?
I don't know what it is. Like my son, every time I'm like, what do you want? He was like, I want the sausage kale. I want the sausage kale. And I'm like, okay, fine. So it's easy. One pot comes together quickly. Nice meal for your family.
I love it. All right. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing this recipe with us. If you would like to make this yourself, just head to the 207 section of our website and app. Don't go anywhere. We've got more of our show for you right after this.